If you've got a McLaren MP4-12C or 650S, your climate controls might look a little something like this. Very, very, very dim. You get it out in any kind of daylight and you won't be able to read it. McLaren says that you now have to replace the entire controls, this whole thing. And I think they're about $1,500 a piece. So to replace both sides, you're talking about $3,000. I'm going to show you how to fix both of these for $500, and you can do it yourself. Okay, so first things first. To get to this display, you've got to take this panel off. To get this panel off, we start with the grill. It does just pull off. You just pull off a little bit around the edges. It'll pop right off. These clips hold it in. This holds it centered. Don't pull way off on a corner, you might break something. But that just comes off, pull it gradually, pull the whole thing right off. So from here, right about here, there's a T20 screw you've got to take out. So we're going to take that out from here so we can take this whole piece off. So now I've got that screw out. Pop that right up. There are these clips that hold it from the side. And there's one plug. So now we've got the whole thing out. Now we've got to separate this front piece from the rest of it so we can get to this screen. This is going to be a T10 to get these 4 bolts out. So after we take these 4 screws out, that just pops right off. And this front piece of the screen here is just pressure fit. That'll also just pop right off. Okay, so now that we've got this apart, we have to separate the back from the front. It's just the easiest way to get this screen out. So I'm going to take a flat drill bit, and there are little clips all the way around the outside. So you just kind of pry how I'm prying there. This will come back out. And there are 4 on each side. You want to make sure you're holding spacing so you don't clip it back in like it's happening here a little bit. So now we've separated the back side. We have the control board itself. Now this screen is connected to this board right here, so we want to be pretty careful about taking this board. We just pry on the back there, takes that off. Then we've got a silicone piece here, and this screen is just pressure fit in, so we can just push on it from the back, and that screen is out. So we've got the whole thing apart. We need to put the back together first. So make sure you've got the silicone flat, everything where that's supposed to go. You'll see the hole there for the header on this piece, so just make sure this lines up. That's going to go in there. And then the back piece here, again, observe where the hole is for the connector. This will go right in. So that just all clicks together. So now we don't have the screen here on the front. This is our new screen that there's a link in the description below where you can get these screens. Header's gonna go match up here. You wanna make sure you go in very, very straight. You don't wanna do it at an angle. So just be very observant. There are little notches here that line up to little notches right there that will help line things up. But be very, very careful about that. Make sure you've got the pins lined up. And what you do, you can just push it straight in, equal force on both sides. So now that screen is in place, and this will be a working module. So now we just go back in reverse order. This piece, again, it just sits on here. It doesn't click in or glue or anything like that into here. And what holds that in is going to be our front piece. So that will slide right back over here, and that clicks in. And then we've got our T10 screws that go back in here. Now we're going to put this back in, so we have the one plug. And this just goes pressure fit in. Before you put the screw in, because it is aggravating, you may want to check functionality. So we will check that out. And we do have a working display. So we can power that off, put the screw back in, and put the grill back on, and that is a complete job. Okay, so I've put the screw back in. One thing I didn't mention that tends to help, you can see the two screws, or the two screw holes that they could potentially go in right here. If you take that screw and put it part way in, you'll find the hole right there very easily. Set this on top of it and you can start the screw. It goes in much easier. So after that screw is back in, we simply put the grill back on, which is just a pressure fit. And that is now complete. We have successfully replaced this side on the screen. The same thing applies, exactly the same on the other side. So now that we've replaced both of our screens, as I've done the other one earlier, we have saved over $2,500 just in the cost of the screens, plus the labor fees. I don't know what they're charging for labor on that, but you can see it doesn't take that long. They probably charge at least an hour per door. So you've saved quite a bit of money here. And if you like this video, check out some of my other videos where I'm doing various DIY McLaren things. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, comment below if you have any questions on how this works, or if you have any other ideas for things that I should do videos on. So again, this applies to the MP4-12C and the 650S. If you've got any screens that are dim, look in the description below. You can see where we can buy these screens. And if you're on the East Coast, I can probably do this installation for you if you're not comfortable with it. Or really anywhere. If you're willing to pay for the flight, I can fly there and do it for you.